What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into Modern Warfare Zombies, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick mission guide for the Act 2 Tier 3 mission known as Essence of Aether. Now, this one is going to be 3 parts, and it is important to note, although the description for each of these does mention a major POI, you will then be headed to the general area of that major POI, where you will find a small subsection of it. So you will know that you are in the correct area for each of these parts by looking at the top of your screen, and as long as it does say the correct location, you guys will know you're in the right place. Also, for each of these 3 individual parts, I will do my best to show you guys the location on the map so you guys aren't wandering around aimlessly looking for the container that you actually need. I found one of the hardest parts of this mission was actually knowing what you are looking for, because it just generally mentions a container. So once you guys actually see the container for yourselves, it will make it a lot easier to spot, especially once you guys look on the TAC map where I'm going to show you. Then you guys will be able to head over to the location where you'll be able to find what you need. Now, part 1's asking us to collect the essence sample from the container in Hamza Bazaar at Hadiqa Farms. Once you guys actually spawn in, you're going to open up your TAC map. You're going to look at the east side of the map where Hadiqa Farms is at, and just to the southwest of that will be a bazaar, or it's a market-like area which you guys have probably been to or might be familiar with. You guys are going to go ahead and make your way over to this location. Again, I'm going to do my best to show you guys it on the map. You will then head over to the middle of that location. Once you guys actually make your way over to this building, you'll head inside, and just next to the cash register will be what looks like a little keg. This is going to be the essence container. You guys will make your way over to it, be able to interact with it, grabbing the essence sample from this container over in Hamza Bazaar, knocking out part 1. All right, so part 2 is going to be very similar, but it's going to be sending us to a different part of the map, as it's asking us to collect the essence sample from the container in Rostova shops at Levin Resort. Now, if you guys open up your TAC map, you're going to look in the northwest portion of the map where you guys will be able to identify Levin Resort. Now, this one is actually going to be located in the Tier 2 zone, at least the POI or smaller POI that you need to head over to, which is Rostova shops. So you guys are going to actually want to head to the southeast into the orange zone. It's actually going to be a little bit southwest from the fortress. So the first set of buildings that you can make it to just southwest of the fortress, and you guys are going to need to make your way over to this location to find the second container. And once you guys actually make your way over to the location which says Rostova shops at the top of your screen, you guys will be in the right POI. However, you're going to be looking for a larger square building surrounded by some smaller buildings, and of course I'm going to do my best to show you guys the location on the map. You guys will then be able to make your way inside of this building, and somewhere within it on top of a desk will be a container just like you guys saw for part 1. You guys will walk over to it just like you did for part 1 as well. You'll interact with it, grabbing that essence sample from that container, knocking out part 2. Now, part 3 is going to be very similar to parts 1 and 2, as you will be grabbing another essence sample, and it's asking us to collect the essence sample from the container in Quadri Shopping Center at Zaravan City. Now, when you open up your TAC map for this one, more towards the south portion of the map will be Zaravan City, and just to the left of this, or just to the west I should say, will be a POI just outside of the orange zone. This is where you guys are going to want to head over to it. You guys are probably familiar with it, as there are some warehouses in this area, and sometimes there can be a mystery box and a buy station here as well. You guys will be able to make your way over to this location, which does have some longer rectangular buildings and some larger square ones as well. There is going to be a much smaller square building that you will need to make your way into, and there will be a little building that is like a bar or shack. You guys will be able to make your way into it. Next to the cash register, you guys will see on the bar counter there another one of those containers. You guys will make your way over to it, interact with it just like you did for parts 1 and 2, grab this third and final essence sample from the container over in the Quadri Shopping Center, knocking out part 3 and completing this mission. Now, real quickly before we wrap it up, I do want to mention you guys don't have to do them in any particular order. You guys should be able to go to them in any order that you would like, and all of them should be available. If for some reason you guys don't see these in the locations I mentioned, you might have to go ahead and restart your game or try to re-equip this mission in some fashion in order to be able to get them to spawn in. I swear in my first match when I went looking for them, they were nowhere to be found, and I did restart my game, go into another match, and I was able to come across them. But that's going to wrap things up for today's quick mission guide. Thank you guys for all supporting today's video, all supporting the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.